Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now I've got 4 dope bands for us to check out today. Some modern, heavy, metallic, hardcore, which is a mouthful to say, but you'll get it when we start listening to these bands. Sounding really dope, some blackened edges in there as well, blackened hardcore, very nice. The first band we're going to check out is called Worn Out. They've got an official vid for their track called Waste. Let's give it a spin.
Diving back to the old days, before you ever got a hold of me. I've been searching for answers, but I have been left with nothing. It gets hard to break with a burden of you overwhelms all of me, and I got nothing more than I can give. I need to find a way to break away from this feeling that keeps pushing me further away. Will it all be a waste when I stand face to face? It feels like I'm wishing my life away. I can't get rid of this bitter self-persistent, always feeling a doubt. I need to find a way out. I try to resist, but I can't retreat. I can't place, constantly in a battle. I know I can't win.
In the bass, nicely in the mix.
It gets hard to breathe when the burden of you overwhelms all of me, and I got nothing more than I can give. I need to find a way to break away from this feeling that keeps pushing me further away. Constantly in a battle that I know I can't win.
This track just flows in the right ways. Get straight into it.
I can't hold it anymore. It gets harder to breathe when the paranoia overwhelms all of me. Take me back to the old days before you ever got hold of me. I've been searching for answers, but I have been left with nothing. It gets hard to breathe, the paranoia overwhelms all of me, and I got nothing more than I can give. I need to find a way to break away from this feeling that keeps pushing me further Will it all be a waste when I stand down to the base?
Sick. These guys absolutely nailed the energy and the movement for this kind of music. Going from one section to the next just felt absolutely right. You know, it's the first time you've heard the track. You can rock out to it like it's the 100th time that you've heard the track, because they just move in the track in the right ways. The ways that, you know, it feels right. Go from this beat to that beat to this beat to that beat. Drummer did a sick job. Vocalist was dope as well. High energy, passionate, shouting and screaming, hardcore in the right way. Sick guitar tones in there. A little bit stringy, a little bit jangly, but thick and chunky as well. The right kind of tone for this kind of music. A great bass tone in there as well. Deep and grisly, just adding another layer of distortion to the mix. Very, very nice. These guys absolutely killed it on this one. Just the fact that you can, if you know this kind of music, you can get straight into this band. No messing about. Dope. This is a cool band we haven't had on the channel for a while, Blackened Hardcore, which is still a genre I haven't heard very many bands of. This is one of the few bands we've heard with that genre. Still want to hear more. I'm sure there's some out there that we haven't checked out. This is Throwe. Their track is called Aerosol Jesus. Let's give this one a spin. Cool. Hear that bass nicely in this one as well. Cool. Dope. Nice video for this one. Just ended. Sick. These are a nice band. There's not too many bands we've had through on the channel that call themselves Blackened Hardcore, but these are one of the nicer ones that we have had that do that. They do a nice job of blending the two genres together. They keep them kind of separate in a way. There's kind of a hardcore section and a blackened section, but the guitar tone's nice. It's kind of a mixture between hardcore and blackened. It's got that PV tone, which both genres like to use. So it's got a nasty blackened tone to the guitars rather than that jangly hardcore tone, which is a crossover section. Vocals as well. There's an element of hardcore to it, but they're blackened as well. Brings in the blackened edge to it. then just the sections where they break into black as well, riffing and tremming and stuff, sounds great. And there's a doomy element to this band as well in their black, at least in this track there was, kind of black and doom mixed with hardcore as well. Well, what a sick bunch of genres to bring together. So yeah, these guys brought it really nice on this one. It sounds right. It sounds like black and hardcore. You know, if you were going to describe it, those were the words that would come to mind. So they do a nice job of it. Great video as well for that one. Now this is a cool band, Moralslip. We haven't had them on the channel for a while, but they got a new one. This came out end of last year. This is Mute. Very cool band, very modern. Let's check this one out. Yeah. Nice. Nice power. Great energy. Lots of nice cool bits in this one. Sick. These are a really dope band, and these are a band that you should be keeping your eye on. Pretty sure these guys are out of the UK. Not too sure about that, but I'm pretty sure they're out of the UK. But anyway, wherever they're from, these are part of the clique of bands who I'm calling the freshest stuff going, or kind of the next thing that's going to be big. And it seems to be a lot coming from the UK. I probably know about 5 or 6 bands who I would consider in that group who are from the UK, and these guys are definitely in that group as well, who are making, some people are calling it new hardcore or new metalcore, Although I can't really hear a lot of new metal in this kind of music, but I think it's just because they've grown up with new metal, because it is the younger generation who are making this music. You won't see old granddads making this music. It's all the kind of 25 and below generation, Zoomers or whatever, who are making this music, who've taken hardcore, but added more to it, made it a bit sharper, made it a bit more metallic and heavy, real thick guitars, but with fresh, those the guitar tones that we've got nowadays that are just so powerful and heavy and thick and chunky and blast down your ears. It sounds different because of that, great punchy drums and all the rest of it. And they're just mixing it up, bringing in synthy edges, suddenly breaking out into an atmospheric section and stuff like that. Just not sticking to the regular format for this kind of music, thinking outside the box and bringing something fresh to the table. Sounding super dope. It's about time as well that we had something fresh in this genre and, moving off in a different direction. So yeah, I'm really, really digging it. I think it's going to be the next big thing. I've already made a video saying about that stuff. Now, this band snuck in today. These guys are from Australia. They're a new band to the channel. Don't know anything about them. They've only got an Instagram page, but they're followed by Call Me Armageddon, which if you followed by them, you're probably a cool band. Just says Oz Metal Project Barrens. But I thought we'd throw them in straight away today because they are heavy and metallic and hardcore-y as well. So they're going to go nicely with what we've got going on today, if I can say it rightly. So this one is called Rupture. Let's check these guys out. Now I do have to turn this one up slightly. It's not quite as loud as our other bands today.
Before I rip your nose off. Are you threatening me? Yes.
Ramp it right up so we get nice and loud. Cool effects on the vocal. Nice bass tone in these guys as well. That's all the bands today had a great bass tone. I don't seem too bothered. Well, there you go, that one just ended as well. That's a couple of tracks today, just ended out of nowhere. This one sounded cool. I thought this one did have a couple of new metal edges in there as well. The way they used the effects on the vocals there sounded cool. Had a kind of classicness to it as well. The guitar tones and stuff and the riffs and that. Reminded me of kind of early 2000s stuff as well. So it's dope. That was my era, so that was the stuff I love. Yeah, nice blasty section in this one as well. So dope. I think it went nicely with the bands that we've had on today. Just heavy, metallic, hardcore edges in there. I've had some nice blackened edges in there as well, which is dope. And just modern and, just sounding fresh with it, not doing stuff that you typically hear in every single band, especially bringing in those blackened edges to hardcore. That's fresh. This new hardcore is dope as well. I'm not quite sure why they call it that, but that's what some people are calling it, especially around the UK. But it's just a different form of hardcore that you haven't really heard before. It's got a crispness to it. It sounds dope. It sounds fresh and new, and bringing in those synthy elements as well. Which sounds different, different types of synth, not like dancey synth and stuff like that, but more atmospheric and moody synths, and then suddenly breaking out into a trappy atmospheric section or something like that. It's just a different way to approach the music. You just tell it's, you know, the youngsters that are doing it, they've grown up with different influences and things that they consider hardcore and metal and what they can actually bring into the genre. I think it's dope. It's definitely a genre to keep an eye on. As I say, it's particularly seems to be coming out of the UK, but there's a bunch of dope bands doing it. I can think of about 5 or 6 or 7. So that's what I've got for you today. 4 dope bands to check out. Hope you've had a good one today. Flying through the week as normal. Got some cool stuff coming up tomorrow. So hit subscribe if you want to check that out. Hit this like if you've enjoyed the bands today. But other than that, we'll see you around tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.